Hey, this is Melissa with SA Survivors United, and this is a group founded for sexual assault survivors like myself who want to take action against the predator pedophile class. And I want to just share something that I did Tuesday. This is a group that is action-oriented, and so I will never tell you to take an action unless I've already done it. And so on Tuesday, I was motivated by comedian and activist Cliff Cash to visit a local congressional office. I chose Representative Lisa McClain here in Michigan because she is currently avoiding taking any action against the sexual assault predators in the Epstein files. And as a woman, I find that incredibly enraging. So I went to her office. Well, first I made a sign, and note on the signs, they do not have to be perfect. So just get yourself some poster board. I think it's good to put SA Survivors United because then others can find us on Insta and Facebook. I also put information and resources on a site at factsforus.com. On the other side, I wanted to say something about Lisa McClain, so I don't know if you can see this, but it has her name, Rep. Lisa McClain, and a little bit about the fact that she is refusing to call for investigations, and on the bottom I put pedophile protector. Because essentially, if you are a person in power right now and you're not taking action against this pedophile class, you're protecting them. You're part of that class. You are a pedophile protector. The other thing I did to get ready, off my site, factsforus.com, I have an article detailing all of Trump's sexual assaults and sexual harassment information, including the fact that he has been adjudicated for raping E. Jean Carroll by 2 separate juries. And I also listed many of the survivors who've come forward. And the second document I printed out was about the Epstein files themselves and the fact that Trump's been named in the Epstein files over 1 million times. And why are we targeting Trump? Because he has been named in the Epstein files over 1 million times. He has more power right now. He has the power to stop this cabal. The problem is he's in it. He's in it. So this also lists other people in the files. So I know it's really challenging to hear those stories, to read about these children. If you do, use that. Use that as fuel for your fire, because we need all of that energy right now. And so I got in the car, drove about an hour away to a town called Lake Orion, Michigan. I first went to his congressional office. I spoke with 2 of his staffers, and we had a dialogue. I shared the sheets. I informed them immediately that I'm a rape survivor and that I am here to advocate for the children who are still being trafficked and for the children in these detention centers that are being abused and are at risk of being trafficked. So it is vital that we continue the pressure. So I educated them. They did not know anything about the fact that in Lisa McClain's own district, according to RAINN and those statistics, there are over 150 men and women in her own district who have experienced attempted or completed rape. So I educated him on the facts. And I did, I have to admit, get enraged, and I kind of let it fly. I have become a bit vocal maybe you could say a little unhinged. I don't know. It is what it is. I do have strong emotions, and I did let them fly a little bit, and I don't feel that bad about it. In fact, I don't feel at all bad about it. And I did say things like, what kind of a man are you to ignore this situation, to not be using every bit of your power to protect children? And at the end of the conversation, one of them said, well, what can I do? I handed them the 2 sheets and I said, make sure Lisa McLean reads that. And what I should have said is, do everything you can in your power to protect the children. It's that simple. It's really that simple. This is not a left or right issue anymore. This is about all of us against a sick, satanic pedophile class. Okay, that's what we're up against. So, and then I went to the police station, the local police station. I talked to a police officer there, dropped off these 2 printouts. I talked to City Hall and the lovely women who were working in City Hall. They were, all of them, very receptive to listening, which I really appreciate. I also then went to a local Methodist church, and I had a nice conversation with their pastor, and I appreciated her listening, and basically asked all of them to keep putting pressure on Lisa McLean to use her power for good instead of bad, instead of protecting evil pedophiles. And then I took my sign and I went and stood on a super busy expressway, and I just stood there for about 2 hours holding up my sign. And that was it. Really, that was the action. You know, it's these small steps, and if we have more and more of us doing this, more and more of us out there keeping the pressure on, informing, educating people about the truth of what's going on, and uniting around this, around basically trying to protect children, then we can make a difference if we unite. So that's my first call to action with the group. And you can do this alone. You can get some friends together if you feel more comfortable. DM me if you have questions about it. But or you could do one piece of it, and maybe you're not comfortable standing out with a sign. If you're not comfortable doing this in your own community, find another rep and then go to their community. Find another Republican representative, because they are by and large protecting pedophiles right now. All right, so that's the call to action. And I hope you have a blessed weekend.